can say. And
All
I'll
right.
just, yeah, I'll just lay it around and say, no, I'm actually in position to start working on it.
Hey, here we are. I'm Troy. This is Kyle.
How we doing today?
And we're here to talk to you today about we're going to give you actually a full shoulder workout that is going to help protect you as an athlete. We're going to specifically apply this to adaptive athletics, but anybody working the shoulder on any sport is going to be benefited by this particular program that Kyle's going to run you through, and I'll just walk along with him and make sure that there's nothing that he's doing probably incorrectly on purpose to show you some. Yes, he would never do it wrong accidentally. So anyway, that's what we're here for. Kyle's going to run you through these. Are you ready, Kyle?
Pretty much, I'm already in position. We're going to start with some shoulder flexion and extension. Of course, we're using tubing today. It's simple, it's effective, it's something you can do at home, you can do when you're traveling. But so much that we do in adaptive sports, we're using the shoulders and the arms, especially in our sports wheelchair, sled hockey. So we're trying to strengthen the shoulder and prevent any injuries. So, and of course, we'll just do a couple of repetitions, or I'll do a couple of repetitions under the guidance of my trainer, Troy.
That's right.
Some flexion.
Now, the one thing I want to add here, and he's starting to do it just to show you how not to do it, is you want to avoid the bending of the elbow on this. You want to keep that arm as straight as you can. But as you tire, you'll end up doing it just with the elbow. And that's great for another exercise,
Yeah.
not what we're trying to do here.
You gotta isolate the shoulder. And of course, there are different resistances on the tubing. So get one that you're able to do it properly.
Yeah, you don't want it to be too heavy.
Yeah.
You don't want it to be too light. The question is, what is the right level? And I will tell you that the colors don't matter. Every company uses a different colored tube. So red doesn't equate to X number of pounds. You have to try it, basically, is how it's going to work.
And of course, another key is make sure that you have one end tied off or connected to something so it doesn't let go and hit you in the face or hit the ceiling or something.
That is true.
And of course, do both arms. Try to get them equal, because you're using both arms equally, and you're too strong on one side, you're going to end up just doing circles.
That's right. So we want symmetrical strength for sure. And that is true. Make sure that you have a very sturdy attachment. I used to teach this for in-home use. And what do you want to do?
Oh, I was just, yeah. Of course, there's a little too much resistance. I'm too far away from the pole to do a full range of motion. This is extension. The shoulder extension, you're trying to go all the way back safely and slowly, but that is shoulder extension versus the shoulder flexion that we were doing. So, but full
the
range of
opposite.
motion.
Yes, and that is a good point. If you want to make it harder, move further away. If you want to make it easier, move closer together. Another thing that you can do, maybe your tubing, just the way your room is set up, doesn't allow you to grab the handle actually and make it tense enough, so you would do what Kyle's doing here.
And you can change the length of the tube just by the position in your hand. So this one is, now we're going to be doing internal rotation, trying to keep the elbow in tight, and just rotating across and out. Again, as Troy said, we're isolating on the shoulder. You don't want to start winging out like this. You don't want to start pulling it in. Keep the elbow in tight for internal rotation. Then,
Wait, one second. One of the things I like to do is, now this is a fancy disc that you absolutely do not need. And then you want to keep that elbow even with the body instead of getting it way out in front, which is what people will do. But you can just use a rolled up towel. You can use a jacket, whatever, and just stick it in there. That forces you to hold that elbow in tight to the body and pull it across that way. So, and if this was too easy, he would just grab further down here. If it was too hard, he'd just slide his hand a little bit. That avoids you having to move your body or the bench or whatever. Just tighten it up. Right?
keep it simple.
But you want that for the other side, right?
I don't know.
keep her for sure. Same concept, trying to keep that elbow in tight, even with the body, and extend it out.
Yep. Now, external rotation. And in other videos, we've used the cable cross. And if you want to look at that, then we've broken down each exercise, the muscles and the tendons, the rotator cuff tendons that are involved with it. That's in some other videos. This is just the entire workout at the shoulder using tubing that you can do at home. You don't need the cable cross. You don't have to go to a gym. So you can get a good workout just at home.
And one thing I want to say about the tension on this is we don't want to, this is prehab basically, right? Rehab before you get injured is what we're really going for on this. So we're not really going for intensity. I mean, not really high intensity where normally you may hear me talk, and if you've ever heard us before, hear me talk about going to fatigue, that total all-out exhaustion. This is kind of just getting through 10 or 12 reps. You want to be able to do it. You want to have a little bit of a challenge, but you don't want it to be straining. These muscles that we're targeting now are, I don't want to call them small muscles, but they're small muscles. And you don't want to strain them. You want to strengthen them up without too much intensity.
Troy would always teach me as a client, but also as a trainer, that you want the last repetition to be just as good as the first. So Troy was talking about the straining. You want that last one, the first one's nice and slow and perfect, and then your 10th or 12th, you want to be exactly like the first. So you're not straining, you're working those small muscles, and you're strengthening them to help protect against injury, but also to strengthen the muscles you're using for the adaptive sports. And we'll have some videos later where we're actually in a sports wheelchair. I'm actually in a racing wheelchair or the hand cycle bike, and we'll be talking about the activities that we're using and how these exercises are helping our activity and our adaptive sport, whether you're just having fun or you're actually out competing.
So just as a reminder, for these prehab exercises, you're not trying to go to total exhaustion. In other videos that we talk about and getting the best results you can in the shortest amount of time, we want you to be all out, total fatigue, exhausted. Not with these, okay?
Exactly.
Get through them, make them happen, have a good time.
Next one is abduction. So you can do this standing if you want, but if I stand up, I'm gonna fall over. So you can do it seated. And here, I can scoot out. And we're working the arm away from the midline. So abduction of the shoulder. And then I apologize for turning my back to you, but the way we've got this set up, this is the only way I can do adduction of the shoulder. So, and this will be where it's called adduction because you're adding it to the midline. And this is, you could start higher and you're working it in towards the body. And of course, I tend to alternate arms. So I may do abduction of the right, and then I'll do abduction of the left, and then adduction. You don't want to overstrain or overwork one shoulder.
Sorry, but another way you could do this is using this tube here. You could come this way and pull it right to the hip.
Yeah.
And that's, again, a little modification, not better or worse, just another way to go.
So I got him around. Yeah.
That's right. If you're not able to attach it there, you do it with what you just did.
Yep.
But if you've got a high attachment point, have at it.
Yep.
Right?
That is a generalized shoulder workout for adaptive sports. 6 exercises. You got the flexion, you got the extension, internal rotation, external rotation, abduction, abduction, the way we refer to it in medicine, and then adduction, where you're pulling down. Great generalized workout to protect the shoulder, work the rotator cuff muscles and tendons, also strengthen them, make you a better athlete, because we're using our shoulders basically in every sport we're doing.
And you could do that, obviously, and we emphasize this over and over again, even in this video, both arms. You got to do both arms with each exercise. We demoed it only one just to make this a little bit shorter for you. But yeah, have some fun with it. That complete workout's going to take you no time at all. I mean, really, how long will that take you to do that? Once you have it down and you've got your attachment points, it's going to take you a few minutes. Easy to add in as part of your full workout and just get you that prehab protective nature. So good
Don't
stuff.
forget, down at the bottom, subscribe, like it, share it, leave comments. Talk to us about ways that you may train different than us or different than I do. Questions, we can always learn. And with the amount of experience Troy has as a trainer, just about any question you have about working out, whether it's as an able-bodied or as an adaptive athlete, he's probably gonna know the answer to it.
That's right, 40 years of doing this, got a few answers, and love to answer your questions. Just put them in the comments. We'll absolutely get back with you, one of us, or both of us, or maybe the AI bot. I'm just kidding, we didn't do that. We'd actually personally respond to your message.
And if you want to see it done a different way, leave that in the comments. We can find a way to show the same exercises done a different way. Maybe you need a better look at the shoulder or something. Let us know.
Or
We're
take
here.
a look at we've got the cable video.
Definitely.
We
Really
have
isolate.
lots of other videos about the shoulder.
Yeah.
So take a look, they're out there.
Bottom line is we want to make everybody a better athlete so you can have more fun doing the sports, enjoying life.
It's all about the fun.
Definitely. Yeah.